Okay, so let's do a complete practice example. Here we are looking at Sipla on hourly time frame. Okay, so first we can see that, let me put my let me adjust the trend line first. So this looks good, but we are missing these lows, intermediate lows. So I think this looks good. Yeah, this will do. We are facing resistances here, support here, support, fake out, choppiness, move down, break, could not hold, done, resistance, resistance, fake out, resistance, resistance, resistance. So this does look good. So 36, okay. So if it is 36, we will divide this by 3, which comes out to be 12. So we will set our vortex to 12, and now first draw our trend line. So here we can see that this swing, I think it's 50%. So let me check. Yes, it is 50%. So we will draw our trend line like this. So this becomes our trend line. Okay, now let me zoom in, let me turn on the Bollinger Band, and here is your complete setup. Now how will you trade this? So as you can see, we have a Bollinger squeeze going on here. Okay, so based on Bollinger squeeze, we are expecting it to break somewhere. So we are observing the same zone on the vortex as well. We want a point where someone shows weakness, which is somewhere here. It is visible. It's almost same. It's like you don't need to do this measurement points by points. Just by visually you can see that somewhere it will show, like here you can clearly see. So this point gives you an indication that my buyers are weak. So now I'm looking only for sell trades. So here my buyers are weak, so I'm looking for sell trade. Okay, so let's see. I hope you understood. Otherwise, go back on the video, dynamic trend line with vortex, and learn from there. So now here we are looking for sell trades. The first thing we can think of is my EMA line. The price is holding above. I want price to show weakness or break down, first break down and then retest. That will be my entry point. So here it broke down and gave a retest. So I may enter immediately here, or otherwise, or in a different way, you can think it like the price is trading in this range, and at the breakout I can trade. Okay, do remember, I chose this point and this point to draw a trend line. So unless and until I have this point on the chart, I am not able to define the trend. Whereas using the concept of dynamic trend line, we are entering the trend as soon as the trend is about to begin. Okay, now you may enter here based on this. As for the second confirmation, if you require, my price broke this high somewhere here, and that's the bar. So you may enter at the close of this bar itself. But the problem is this is below the Bollinger Band, lower band of Bollinger Band. So this is not a good place to trade. We want to trade near this exponential line. Okay. Now, first here, then we are waiting. Now we are waiting for our opportunities. So as the price is trading near the lows, there are high chances that it may bounce. See, it's not like as soon as it touches the lows you may close your trade. No, it may do band walking. When the price, like hovers and pushes the price, pushes the band down, this is called as band walking. So when the price comes near the band, whether it is lower band or upper band, it may do price walking. So you may not, be like in a hurry to trade close, to close your trade. Okay, so do remember this concept. It is the profit maximization techniques. There are a few of them. Maybe in future we will do that. Okay, so now here is the price. As the price started showing first bounce, could not sustain, it's high likely that it may again try to bounce from here. So you may do a counter trade here, a scalp trade, which is not advisable. The force was such that it didn't even hold here and made this high. Okay, but due to this strong force, price, see, it's like concept like, it goes like this. The huge demand came up in the market such that it couldn't even hold this dynamic trend line. But as soon as it crosses the dynamic trend line, the supply started coming in. Supply absorbed all the demand and then the price started falling down. During this process, this was the last high. This was the last high which is made by the price. My first supply came here. After the demand, my second supply came here. So this line will also has a potential to act in future. This is the story you can work with. I mean, you should work with. So after, as the price crossing here, we got our point. Now we have trend line as well as dynamic trend line as well as Bollinger Band as well as vortex on our side to help. Okay, so here, as the price is reversing from the trend line near this dynamic trend line, you may look for, like, you will get confidence that yeah, it is not a reversal but it's a continuation. So you may look for your trades, short trades here. This is just a fake out move to, scare the sellers and stuff. So here, then this is the point where you see a reversal pattern. Like, I don't remember the name, but it's like the price came down, leaves a small wick here, and immediately another green candle goes up and crosses the 50% of the this strong bar. I guess piercing candlestick, something it is called, that I don't remember. Do check on the internet. So here this is a 2 bar pattern, but here we are having a 3 bar pattern. Also, if you are you also in other way, you can look at this green bar. I guess it's hammer, a reversal sign. So you may close your trade at the high of this bar. That, I mean, anything for exits, we know that this is your exit zone, but price may do band walking. So that's why we need to be safe here. Okay, then price doing a, like, get up again, gave an entry burst, does a chip chop, fakes out, and finally a huge supply comes up. Okay, again fakes out, gaps down, bounces from the, like, lower band, a supply line of Bollinger Band, faces resistances, and this is the confluence. You can see confluence means more than 2 or 3 things come together. Dynamic trend line is here, apna static trend line is here, everything is here. So this kind of trade you should not miss. Like, you can see the potential you got in very short time. Then here you resistance phase, so you may look for sell here. Your targets, like, you may get nervous here, but notice price never crossed our entry level. Like, it just touched and started moving down again. This, like that you can trade now basically. So everything, when you mix your trades, becomes so simple. Let's see a few charts randomly of nifty 50, whether we can see anything, any trade building up. All you need to do is adjust your trend lines to have maximum number of touches. So this looks good to me. There are no not one, two touches are there. Here a fake out is there, and in history you can see at this the price was taking resistances and walking along the this. So this is a chip chop zone. A range is forming. So this looks good to me. This is 27. So we will set our vortex to 27 by 3 9. And let's see, do we have any trend line here? I don't see any trend line here. Okay, one more thing while drawing trend line, this was the first move. Let me change the color. This was your second move. Okay, it is best practice to do move by move. First move 38% retracement, second move the retracement is around, like, it's more than 100%. But if you do this like couple of moves, then also it's fine, but the best practice is to do move by move. So here we don't have any trend line as such, and for a trades point of view, when the price stuck in a range, we simply look in the same part, we simply look for this to show here a seller and buyer. Okay, but we need the lower part to have higher distance than upper part, so this is not a valid situation. Remember, we need lower distance to be higher than upper distance, then only you will say that my buyer is weak. Here it's not the situation. Oops, it's not the situation. Can you see any situation? No, here you can say, but not a good one. So I try to ignore such. Here we have a distance. Comes Ada, my buyer is weak. You can consider that. I'm not like, I don't like this much distance from the white line. I like the price to be this much. Like, not to move vortex lines, not to move far away from the vortex line. In this situation, the price has moved far away from the vortex line. So normally I tend to ignore such things. So here vortex is not giving any straight, so what we will do, we don't have any direction as of now, but we can take help of dynamic resistance. The price is trending down, we are in a bear market, so we expect price to either cross this high or that low, like a proper low will be here. Okay, since we are in bear market, I'll keep my view as bearish. If it crosses, I'll turn my view to bullishness. Okay, so here I'm looking for bearish view, so I'm looking for red highs to cross. Red high crossed here, okay, somewhere here, but the trade not performed, and also we are in a range. Then here my trade performed very well. Here no, here no. So we have only one sell trade here based on vortex, which is our like here. Second trade dynamic resistance, that's it, only two trades. Second, like, you can take this trade and then re-enter and here, or you can do only one trade here. So in this chart we have only two trades in Adani ports. Let me see. Asian Paints, I guess we had discussed. Axis Bank, okay, let's see Axis Bank. Let me adjust the trend line. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, I'm actually trying to fit this and which point was it? Somewhere here, I'll show you. Wait, this point together, best fit scenario. I'm looking at those 3 points, so I think this is good. Here if I touch this, this goes up, this gives a fake out, so not a big. Okay, let's keep it this 47. So nearest is 48. 48 means divide by 3 is 16. So we will take 16 here. Okay, so this is our view. Then do we have a trend line here? 38%. We want retracement between 15 and 16. So here it's almost touching 50. We don't want that. Even it's a wick which is touching 60. No candle near the 50 level. So we will not take that. When we can adjust it so you can see. Any other trend line? See, if you check this, a small move, yeah, it's a trend line, it's a possible trend line, but it's like a sharp move is there, very sharp move, like it's not a long term trend, so you can say it easily got broken out. Okay, so any other trend line can you see? No, I don't see any, so we don't have any trend line here as well in this situation. And then we even don't have any particular squeeze here, so tough. When the price goes starts going down and does the first break, second break, third break, and then this is the only first clue you will get to enter the trade. If you are a risky trader, you may look for vortex to enter, like here you may enter for shorts. No high trade as of now. Here you may enter for high. Then here not breaking, here it's broke but immediately came back, so obviously stop loss will get hit. Here nothing breaks, nothing breaks, nothing breaks. Finally you have this green line to for the entry somewhere here. Sorry, not this one, this one. So you may take your long somewhere here, and red one is also there, you may go short. Short didn't perform as you can see. And now after this point the market is being choppy, and it is being choppy from a long time, because there is a reason to it. On daily time frame, if we catch the complete swing from this point to this point, you can see it's near 61%. Okay, so possibly it may form a channel, a trend line like this. It's possible. We have to wait and see till the price crosses 685 zone, 680, 685 zone. So anyways, I am doing all the analysis on hourly. Based on this analysis, I'll select my stocks, and next day I may be I may look for trade. Here we have a sideways move, and I can see this, the distance is less, buyers are weak, so Bajaj Auto may go down from here, so we need to wait for, sorry, not, we need to wait for this level to get broken, or on the higher side we may take this as the zone. If this gets broken, long will go, but I'll prefer to trade below this, or immediately as the price comes down, show me the weakness, I'll trade. This level is 2730, you can say, or 2725, you can say 2725, 2730 zone something. Nothing. Once it started moving up, see how beautifully it is adjusting. Even though we have not adjusted our this, so let me adjust first. I'm looking at this zone, this zone, this zone. See, if it's a nature, it's a personality, so once it's follow in the past, it will follow in the future. So 40, nearest multiple is 39, so let's take 39. 39 is 13, and now let's see what happens. So here we are in a range. Can we see? Yeah, it's clearly visible again between these two lines. See, the distance of red above is higher, lower than this, so we may go. Okay. One more confusion you may face. Can we? People may ask, can we look at this? No, you cannot look at this. As I have explained in the video, this is your one move. So you will take high of the whole move. Okay. So you cannot take only part of the move. You have to take complete thing. So here we can see the buyers are weak and a fall happened, but this was the sharp fall. Maybe a trap sort of thing is going on, but I'll look to sell in this stock. Bajaj Finance. Let's draw the dynamic trend line first. I'm looking at these points. So if I take this, I'm missing this out, but I'm capturing this. I'm even capturing this. And if I try to catch, yeah, nothing much changes. So let me take an approximate best fit value of 80. So let's take 81. If it's 81 divided by 3 is 27, this is what I'll be trading with in this particular script. So here you can see again weakness visible, but I'll not like to trade. Like I'll not consider this thing because it's like too away from this. But yes, you can consider it that buyers are weak, so you may look for sell. So here is your like Bollinger Band has like see what happens is, let's say this is my moving average line. Okay, when you see a weakness, your Bollinger Band goes parallel. So here if the yellow line is my EMI, my Bollinger Band will try to you know go parallel once. If it goes parallel, the price which is holding this, respecting this dynamic trend line, breaks, touches here, check for the supply, check for the demand, rises back up, okay, but couldn't even touch the supply line because the supply is coming early and price follows. So for those who bought here, they are in a trap. So these way traps are established actually. So like it's uh, catching the traps or identifying the traps is itself you know in itself is a big topic. So maybe some other time. That's the thing. Bharti first, yeah, it's a complete sideways chart. uh, can we work with this here? Tough to say because this rally is too sharp. So walking, and here no, no, not walking. This looks good to me for now. Yeah, settle on 27. So this becomes your 9, and that's the move. There is no consolidation, nothing. Like the sideways move you got is between this point here and here. My sellers were weak, so finally it broke out on the upside as expected, but could not sustain, immediately came back. But see, check out the move. If you have traded this, it's like 250 to 370 here. The breakout happened here on 2nd of July around 12:15 p.m. and made off high 2 3 4 5th around 150. So it's like 4 days you may be able to earn around 350 to, let's say, the 365. So 15 50, so it's like around 5% in this stock. So anyways, let's move on. BPCL HS the dynamic trend line. I'm looking at this and this part. Let me adjust it a bit more. So this part misses, but this gets on, so let's reduce this. No touch sideways, no, go on. We have to miss this to in order to capture the most price action like this. This looks fine to me. So 80, make it 81, so that we have our period as 27. Based on this sideways move, like Bollinger Band has turned parallel here, and then an expansion happening, false breakout and moving up. So let's see if we can spot anything. So here we can see a range is forming like this, or you can even extend this to this part like this, and we are waiting something on vortex to tell us where it can break. So I can't spot. Yeah, here there is a one. Okay, so my buyers are weak. If my buyers are weak, my price should stay below, which is staying below. But when it crosses up, this view gets invalidated. Okay, because it did break the box or the range on the downside as per this. Now after that we don't see anything. If we don't see anything, nothing is weak. So this trap, of course, it's possible. Uh, Anyways, let's take Maruti, the trader's favorite. So let's see. mm, I'm looking at this. Let's see, first adjust that. So here you are missing out. It's fine because if the price is sideways, this touch, this touch, this touch, we are missing out these touches, these two touches. So let's try to catch them and see what happens. If we catch them, this touch goes on the edge of Bollinger Band. In fact, this looks good to me. So 41 we cannot do, make it 42, multiple of 3. For if it is 42, this becomes 14. And now here if we see, I can't see anything weakness or there, but still it broke down. Here it's not visible any weakness. And then I guess we have a trend line here. No, 32. So trend line is also not here. This trend line we may think of. Yes, this is the trend line you can take, like this. Let me adjust the points like this. Okay, so I'm taking, you can take this low or this low. If you take this low, it's like price started here, fake move and up. So that's why I'm considering this low, because it makes more sense. And now price is trading near the trend line. So let's see. Also, price crossed, test crossed the dynamic line, tested trend line, bounced back, crossed dynamic trend line, testing this trend line. Will it bounce or will it collapse? Anyways, we will get our trades. So I think that's it for this particular crash course on trend lines. As promised, I have shared a few bonus in the form of vortex and Bollinger techniques, which is relevant with, or which will go hand in hand with trend lines. So if you have any doubts or anything, you can ask in our traders discussion group, or you can contact me at the telegram link which is shown at the bottom corner of your screen. So let's practice this. In the maybe in the near future we will do some webinars and learn few more tricks, few more techniques which you can use. So thank you, have a nice trading, and do make profits and donate to the society, a part of it. Thank you so much.